Here is something most TypeScript tutorials won't tell you. Many experienced developers actively avoid enums. That's strange, right? Enums are a built-in feature. They look clean, they feel official, but they hide some surprising behavior that can bloat your code and bite you in production. So today, we are going to demystify enums completely. Numeric, string, const, and then I'll show you the alternative that often beats them. By the end, you'll know exactly which one to reach for. Let's start with the why. Imagine you're tracking the status of an order. It can be pending, shipped, or delivered. You could use plain strings everywhere, but then a typo like shipped would slip right through. Enums give those values a name and a single source of truth. Think of an enum like a labeled box of allowed options. You can only pick what's inside the box. Here's the simplest enum. We declare it with the enum keyword and list our members. Notice we didn't assign any values. TypeScript does that for us automatically. Pending becomes 0, shipped becomes 1, and delivered becomes 2. These are called numeric enums because the underlying value is a number. You access a member with dot notation, just like an object property. Now here's where numeric enums get tricky. You can set a starting value and TypeScript keeps counting from there. So if pending is 1, shipped becomes 2, and delivered becomes 3 automatically. The catch? These numbers leak into your app. If you log a status, you see a 1, not pending. And if you ever reorder the members, every stored number silently shifts meaning. That's a real bug waiting to happen. String enums fix the readability problem. Here, we explicitly assign a string to each member. Now, order status.pending isn't a mysterious 0. It's the actual string pending. When you log it, save it to a database, or send it in an API response, you get a meaningful value you can actually read. The one rule, with string enums, you must give every member a value. There's no auto-increment for strings. Enums aren't just for storing values. They double as types. Here, our function only accepts an order status, so passing a random string is a compile error. This is the safety enums promise. The editor even gives you auto-complete for every member. Notice how the function signature reads clearly. It documents exactly what's allowed without you writing extra comments. Here's the surprise that scares people off enums. Unlike most TypeScript features, enums don't disappear after compilation. TypeScript generates real JavaScript, an object with extra code to make it work. That's runtime weight your bundle has to carry. For one enum, it's tiny, but it means enums are not purely a compile time tool like interfaces or union types. Keep that in mind. If you want enum syntax without that runtime cost, there's const enum. Add the const keyword and TypeScript inlines the value directly wherever you use it. The enum object itself never appears in the output. Only the raw value gets pasted in. It's lighter, but it comes with trade-offs around tooling and certain build setups, so use it carefully. We'll see the cleaner alternative next. Now meet the approach many developers prefer. The string union type. Instead of an enum, we list the allowed values joined by the pipe symbol. This is pure TypeScript. It vanishes completely at compile time, leaving 0 runtime code. You still get full autocomplete and type checking. And the values are just plain strings, so they play nicely with JSON, APIs, and the rest of JavaScript. But what if you still want a named object to reference values like an enum gives you? Use a plain object with asConst. The asConst tells TypeScript to lock those values to their exact literals. Then we derive the type from the object's values. Now you get order status, pending for the value, and a tidy union type. All is ordinary, transparent JavaScript. This pattern is incredibly popular in modern code bases. Let's lay them next to each other. The enum carries runtime code. The union type is the lightest but gives you no named object to reference. The const object gives you both a named lookup and a clean type with zero magic. Most of the time, for simple sets of string values, the union or const approach wins on simplicity and bundle size. To be fair, enums aren't evil. They have their place. If you genuinely need bidirectional mapping, where you look up a name from a number, numeric enums give you that for free. They're also handy in large teams where a single, obvious enum keyword reads clearly to everyone. And many existing code bases use them everywhere. So you absolutely need to understand them. The point isn't never use enums, it's choose with intention. So here's a simple rule you can actually use. For a small fixed set of string values, statuses, roles, directions, reach for a union type or an const object. If you specifically need reverse number to name mapping, use a numeric enum. And if your team has a strong convention, follow it for consistency. Consistency in a code base usually matters more than the perfect individual choice. Let's do a quick refactor to lock it in. Here's a before with a string enum and an after using an const object. The behavior is identical. Same auto-complete, same type safety, same dot access. But the after version produces lighter JavaScript and the values are plain strings. This is the kind of small upgrade you can apply across a real project. Finally, let's compile and run it to prove there's no hidden runtime baggage. We run tsc and then node. The output is clean, just our strings, no generated enum object cluttering the file. That confirms the const approach gives us all the safety with none of the weight. And that's the whole story. So here's what you learned today. 1. Enums come in numeric and string flavors, and unlike most TypeScript, they generate real runtime code. 2. Union types and const objects give you the same safety and autocomplete with zero runtime cost. 3. Use a numeric enum only when you truly need reverse lookup. Otherwise, prefer the lighter alternatives. Next up in the TypeScript track, we tackle type narrowing and discriminated unions. The perfect follow-on to today's union types. If this made enums finally click, hit subscribe and drop your biggest TypeScript question in the comments. See you in the next one.